Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to write the equation of a line given a variety of information. So, anytime I'm asked to find the equation of a line, in my mind, I'm thinking y is equal to something x plus something. And you know what I'm talking about. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, so that first box is always going to be the slope, and the second box is going to be the y-intercept. Let me zoom in. So looking at this line, first I would like to find the slope. So I think it would be helpful if I identify a couple of points that are right on the grid lines. So now it's easy for me to see the rise and the run. Okay, vertical and horizontal. So that is 1 and that is 3. So that tells me that the slope is 1/3. But wait, slow down. Sometimes it's negative 1/3. So at a glance, can you tell me if this is a positive slope or a negative slope? Positive because it's going uphill. This is filmed in front of a live audience. This is going uphill, so we know it's going to be a big old positive slope. So we'll leave it 1/3, but always check for that. If it were going downhill like this, then I'd put a minus in front of it. Okay, now I need the y-intercept. All right, can you just shout out and tell me what the y-intercept is going to be?
5.
Not 5.
4.
4, okay? Well, it's just a matter of counting that thing right. So I think we all can agree that this green dot I just put, that's the y-intercept. But that is, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares up. You're frowning.
No, I counted from the 0.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be 4. So that's why I'm going to put 4 right here for the b value. All right, so really that's the equation right there. It's super easy. Stas. Shout out to Stas. 1/3 x plus 4. Okay, so that's how you write the equation if you're given the graph. Special cases. This is a vertical line, okay? And we've learned that vertical lines, okay? Ooh, it's not quite right. Vertical lines are always x equals a number. And while we're at it, what do we know about the slope of a vertical line? Anybody? What do we know about the slope of a vertical line? There is none. What's another way that it's not 0? Undefined. Okay, so these concepts all go together. Vertical line, it looks like this. It's x equals a number, and the slope is undefined. Just for the sake of review, let's go ahead and mention how horizontal works as well. All right. First of all, a horizontal line looks like this. All right, that's what horizontal means. What does the equation of a horizontal line always look like? Y equals a number. And what's the slope of a horizontal line? There's your 0, okay? But in this case, it's vertical, so I'm going to erase all this stuff about horizontal. Okay, so vertical line, I know it's going to be x equals a number. So in this case, x equals what number? 4 would be over here. Negative? Yes, negative 4. My audience is very sophisticated. Okay? Yeah, this vertical line, it's a vertical line at negative 4. So that's why we put x equals negative 4. Okay? Special cases. Oh, I'm glad we had that whole conversation about horizontal lines. How does the equation of a horizontal line always work? It's always y equals a number. The slope is always 0. Okay? But the equation is always going to be y equals a number. So right away, I know the equation is going to be y equals something. And they gave us this point. So which one of these numbers tells me y equals what? 7, right? Because this is the x value, this is the y value. So if I say y equals, I'm going to go with the y value. So y equals 7. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
All right, we're going vertical again, y'all. Okay, what's the slope of a vertical line? What did we say about it? That's undefined is the slope. And the equation we know is going to be x equals something. -4, all right, because that's the x value. So x equals -4. Yes, it's just that easy. Looking at number 5. Now, when I get things that are more involved, what I like to do is make a chart. No, God, not the chart, Burton. I'm not going to make your chart. I don't need your chart. Okay. All right. Hey, if you're getting the right answer all the time without making a chart, then that's fine. But if you don't make a chart on the quiz tomorrow and your answer is wrong, I'm going to put a little frowny face on there.
We got it right. Will you put a smiley face?
Yeah.
No, it'll just be blank.
Wow.
No, that's not right.
I ain't got time for that.
That's not fair.
Hmm.
You have time to make us feel bad, but not good. Wow.
I know. I'm fired. Slope M. Well, they gave us the slope this time. Well, let me say this first. When we do the equation, it's always going to be y is equal to something x plus something. Okay? But they gave me the slope. So right away I know that the slope is -3/4. So that tells me that the -3/4 goes right there. So all I need to do now is find the y-intercept. So I'm going to use the model y equals mx plus b to do it. My x and my y are right here. So that's why I'm going to put -2 is equal to -3/4 times 6 plus b. And this is like 6/1. So this is -2 is equal to -18 over 4. All right, so it looks like we're going to have fractions and stuff. My goodness. So that's going to be, well, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do the next step. So if I want to get b by itself, what do I need to do? Nobody answered fast enough. So I need to add 18/4 to both sides. Okay, in order to cancel these out. I mean, I could have reduced this down to 9/2, but it doesn't really matter. So this is going to give me the b value. I need to add -2 plus 18/4. Luckily, we've got our TI-30 XS multi-view. Oh, whoa. Where'd it go?
You killed it.
Oh, God. So I have -2 plus 18/4. Kabam. That's 5/2. So b is 5/2. That's why the equation is y equals -3/4 x plus 5/2. Okay, find the slope of a line that goes through these 2 points. So again, I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to make a chart. All right, I'm going to find the slope, M. I'll find the y-intercept, B. And then I will write the equation. When I write the equation, it's always y is equal to something, x plus something. So first I need to find the slope. Well, the slope goes like this. That's exactly right. Y minus y over x minus x. That's why I'm going to do 1 minus -3. Hey, watch out for this, guys. Common mistake. A lot of students will accidentally put 1 minus 3 right here. But it's not. It's 1 minus -3. All right, that's a -3. Okay? And Owen, when I have a double negative like that, what do I have to do?
Make it a positive.
Make it a positive. So this is really going to be 1 plus 3. So don't just put 1 minus 3, that's a common mistake. So now x minus x. So I have negative 6 minus 2. So that's going to give me 4 over negative 8. Okay, and that's going to reduce down to negative 1/2. So there's my slope. All right, which I guess they want me to write that down separately. So that goes right here in the equation. There's my negative 1/2. Just like I did before, to find the y-intercept, I'm using y equals mx plus b. I can pick either one of these points I want. Which point do you suggest I use?
Negative 6, 1.
Yeah.
All right, I heard negative 6, 1, so that's what I'm going to use. Doesn't matter which one you pick, you'll get the same exact answer. So this is x and this is y. So the y comes first, so that's why I put 1 equals. The m is negative 1/2. And then comes the x, which is negative 6, plus b. I'm going to find b now. This is like having negative 6 over 1. A negative times a negative is a positive. So this will be positive 6 over 2 plus b. So that's 1 is equal to 3 plus b. If I subtract that 3 from both sides, I discover that b is equal to negative 2. Okay, so that goes right here. When you write the equation, do not put plus negative. Just put minus. So that's why the equation will be y equals negative 1/2 x minus 2. Just like that. Okay? The equation of line C is this. But we're not writing the equation for line C. We need the equation of line D. Okay? Line D is parallel to line C. So really, I'm going to make another chart. All right? I do slope M. Y-intercept B. And then I write the equation. That's what I do. Now, parallel lines have the same slope. So I'm going to put M parallel, all right, because that's a parallel slope. The slope of the parallel line is negative 4 over 5. Negative 4 over 5. I don't do anything with the 3. Please don't use the 3. So I'm going to use that to find the slope that I'm going to actually use. So if a parallel line has slope negative 4 over 5, what's the slope I'm going to actually use? You're thinking perpendicular. Parallel lines have the same slope, so I just keep it the same. Okay? So these equations are always in the form y is equal to something x plus something. So I just found the slope, negative 4 over 5. So like before, I just need to find the y-intercept. So once again, I'm using y equals mx plus b. Now the line passes through this point, so there's my x and y. So I've got 1 is equal to negative 4 over 5, because that's m, time for x, which is 8, okay, plus b. All right, so this is going to make 1 is equal to negative 32 over 5 plus b. So I need to add 32 over 5 to both sides. Okay, so if I go 1 plus 32 over 5, that's 37 over 5.
7.4.
Okay, so 37 over 5. So the slope was negative 4 over 5, and the equation is y equals negative 4 over 5 x plus 37 over 5. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, only perpendicular. So here's my chart. I'll start by writing the slope m, and then I will find the y-intercept b, and then I will write the equation. The equation is always of the form y is equal to something x plus something. Now, the slope. They gave me a perpendicular line. All right, here's the slope of this perpendicular line. So I'm going to write m perpendicular to represent the slope of the perpendicular line. That was -4/5. The +3, I'm not going to do anything with that. Do not use the +3. So if a perpendicular line has the slope -4/5, what's the actual slope that I'm going to use?
5/4.
It's going to be 5/4, right? There's two words, opposite and reciprocal. Okay, because I had 4/5, I'm going to use 5/4. Because the first one was negative, I'm going to go positive, opposite and reciprocal. That's how perpendicular slopes work. The rest is the same as what we've done several times already. Thinking y equals mx plus b, and using this point, x and y, I'm going to have 1 is equal to 5/4. Oh, by the way, we have the slope 5/4, so I'm going to write that down. And that goes right here in the first box. Okay, x is 8. Okay, plus b. This is like having 8/1. So this is going to be 1 is equal to 40/4 plus b. So it's like having 1 is equal to 10 plus b. Subtracting 10 from both sides, I find that b is -9. So -9 goes here. And my equation is y is equal to 5/4x. Don't put plus -9, just put -9. Okay, please stop me if you have any questions. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Go ahead and click here in the red apple to watch the next video. Click in the green apple to subscribe, or click the yellow apple for the full playlist.